folks, this is all the fruit. Finally, I need to eat my tropical persimmon. This fruit has had a lot of travel behind it. First it traveled to Brazil, from Brazil to Germany, where I bought it for an incredible price, almost €2. In autumn you get those things for 30 cents. Then from Germany I brought it to Italy, to the beautiful city of Florence in Tuscany, where I'm right now on the big annual gardening market. So why did I bring this persimmon from Germany to Italy? Because I had no time to do the video in Germany. But why was it brought from Brazil to Germany? I mean, persimmons, yeah, we still get some from, I think we almost don't get any more from places like China and stuff. Nowadays, actually, in Europe, most persimmons are being grown in Spain. Also, a lot are being grown in places like Italy and France. And yeah, actually here on this market I also saw them sell a couple persimmon trees. So yeah, why did I buy a super expensive Brazilian persimmon? It seems to be Diospyrus kaki, not some special tropical species. Well, if you could see the persimmon trees on this market here, they are small trees in pots, of course, they are being sold, but the leaves are just developing like right now. Young leaves and flowers, so it's not really persimmon season in Europe. That's why those are coming from Brazil. So those must have been grown in some tropical or subtropical areas. The tropics are not so big at persimmon production. Even when I was in Malaysia and Indonesia, most persimmons actually came from China, which is, yeah, that's where they come from originally. And although it's possible to grow them in the tropics, they were mostly grown in China. Well, those are coming from Brazil. Here, Bhutan, Brazil. I think Bhutan should be the producer. I didn't Google it. Maybe it could even be the city they are coming from. So in what climate were those grown? Well, Brazil, of course, we all know the Amazon rainforest, the most tropical place in the world. But Brazil has a lot of different climates. The north, parts of the north are not really tropical, they are dryish and subtropical. And actually parts of the south are also not really tropical. People grow bananas and papayas and stuff there, but there's actually frost in the south of Brazil. So I suspect that this comes from the south of Brazil, from places which are, yeah, subtropical but not fully tropical. So it could actually have also come from places like South Africa or Australia or Argentina, but it comes from probably from a non-truly tropical place in Brazil. Please tell me if you know, folks, where does Brazil have commercial persimmon production for export? When we look at it, it doesn't look very special. It looks like those Sharon persimmons from Israel. There are also other flat varieties in other places. Most of those flat persimmons don't have any bitterness or astringency, so you can eat them while they are still hard. Parts of this are hard. The traditional varieties, you can only eat them when they are soft like this, or when the bitterness has been removed by chemicals. Also, what we can see, all those persimmons had their calyx, their sepals cut off. This is because, of course, it comes from Brazil. It's being expected for it to travel for quite a long time. It's quite an expensive fruit. People don't want some old, dried up, shriveled sepals on the fruit. I think, yeah, the sepals, of course, they will dry up the fruit a little bit faster, but I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason is that the sepals might look a bit unpleasant when they are too dry. Well, when they cut them off, they cut twice into the fruit, so I don't know if this really made sense, but whatever. Let's try this fruit. Let's try the hard part first, and then the soft part. Doesn't really taste great as far as persimmons go. Not a lot of sweetness. There is still a hint of astringency. So yeah, not really a good persimmon, but it's a persimmon in May. Completely soft part is better, but it's still not a Not a very sweet persimmon. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's not disgusting like when you bite into one of those traditional persimmons which are too bitter and astringent while they are unripe, or while they are still hard. I can enjoy this. I can just say that it's not one of the best persimmons I've eaten. It's meh. So yeah, not a bad fruit, but definitely not worth the €2. I think I'll wait till the persimmon season and then eat tons and tons of those things. So folks, tell me, what do you know about growing persimmons in Brazil or in other tropical countries? Tell me, what do you think about those Brazilian persimmons? Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful city of Florence and the region of Tuscany in Italy. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.